Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: falling off or hanging on? That is the question. So I'm on a conversation with a client just a couple days ago, and she had a really rough week. She's got 3 kids, husband, which I would say 4 kids then, and herself. And kind of this whole like cold and flu thing, this cold thing went through her family, and then finally it ended with her. Now, she never got completely knocked down, but it did end with her. And she has spent much of her time over the course of the last couple of weeks tending to and taking care of her family, which tends to be a very major characteristic of women, of moms, is they tend to take care of everybody else around them and then not take care of themselves or save themselves until last. And so she gets hit with this little bit of a cold, but it never really completely knocked her down. And we talked about what's known as her core 4, which is her morning routine, her morning success ritual that she does. And we talked to her about this thing called the core 4, and we talked to her about this thing called the stack. And the stack is something that we use that helps us to take challenges and stories and triggers that we have in our lives, break them down, and create some level of a revelation or insight from those that's going to move us in a positive direction in our life. So it's a journaling type of an exercise, but it's not journaling, just to give you clarity, because I have not said that here before. And her core 4, as we're talking about it, she was supposed to hit a certain number of stacks on the week, and she was supposed to hit her core 4 daily. And the core 4 daily means that she should be able to get on the phone with me and tell me she's at 28 points out of 28 points. And to which she got on the phone and she's like, I don't even know what I have. I can tell you that I've done pieces of it each day, but I don't even know where I'm at, and I haven't stacked it all. She said, I've really, really fallen off. And I've heard people say this before. This is the first time that it hit me, and I was like, wow. I mean, first of all, like, she sounds like she's being a little hard on herself, like disappointed in herself. And I'm going, but sister, like, I don't think you fell off. Like, you're a freaking powerful mom. Like, I think you hung on. Like, let's just look at this from a different perspective. I'd have you consider that what you actually did is you did what you felt was possible in that last 7 days by taking care of your family, making sure they're getting fed, making sure they're getting healthy, and trying to take care of yourself in the process. And you still found a way to make it a priority to do some of the elements of the core 4. Now, I would hope that you could do all of them, but I know that sometimes in life shit happens. And so as a result of that, what I would say is that I don't know that you necessarily fell off, but what if you were to consider that you actually were just hanging on? And that the big like victory is the fact that you hung on and you still found a way to do some of these elements. And let's make sure that this week, though, we roll up our sleeves and we really drive it home and get back on track. And so instead of falling off, like, think about it, people think of falling off, they can really take that as a negative connotation, and that can put them into a tailspin for weeks or months or years. Like, I tried that, I just can't seem to keep doing it. And so they quote unquote fall off. Falling off, if I'm riding on a wagon, I don't know why, for some reason there's a wagon, there's 2 horses, and I'm on this. If I'm riding on a wagon and I fall off the wagon, I am on the ground, the wagon is still going. If I'm hanging on, I imagine that there's a rope on the back of it, like one of those cartoons, and I'm holding on to that thing, and it's like jerking me, and I'm like, I'm like bouncing off the ground. But man, I'm hanging on for dear life because I'm still going to do what I can do. Like, those are 2 completely different visuals. And what's beautiful about the second visual is what? The second visual is like, man, I hung on. Like, I still found a way. And that's the point, that you still find a way to get stuff done. And then I slowly climb to get back on the wagon again. And now, boom, I'm under my full core 4. Boom, I'm under my full stacking every day. I'm back to producing like I know that I can produce. And this happens. Words are so important. This happens. And it's, if you listen to her in the conversation, I can hear this energetic shift within her, because it went from falling off and kind of like feeling bad or disappointed to, hell yeah, I hung on. Like, look at me. I friggin' hung on. And now I can reboot and get completely back in the game. So I'd have you take a look across your own life. Look at body, look at being, look at balance, look at business. And where in these 4 domains have you felt like you were falling off? Like, and look, you might find an area where, like, no, I fell off. Like, you don't understand. New Year's, I made this resolution. I haven't done anything for the last 4 weeks. Like, I completely fell off. Okay. Well, if you're one of those people where now we've delineated it and you've completely fallen off, where in those 4 domains can you pick the one area that you've fallen off on and you need to get back up and re-engage I just need to take an action today to re-engage. Then there's those of you who are listening right now who you're hanging on. Like you're just hanging on. You don't feel like you're completely in the system. You don't feel like you're completely in the workout program that you're doing, but man, you're making the effort to get to the gym. You don't feel like you're completely getting fully submerged into meditation, but you're working on it daily. You don't feel like you're completely putting all your effort and energy into the relationship, but you see those glimmers of hope that it's like, I'm sending my messages to my wife daily, or I'm sending my messages to my kids daily. Like I'm there, but I still have my phone in my hand, so I'm hanging on, but I got to get rid of my phone. I got to be completely focused with them. Maybe it's in your business. Maybe it's in your business, with your clients, with your patients, with your employees, where it's just like, man, I said I was going to do this at the beginning of the year, and I'm like off and on again. That's hanging on, or I just didn't do it. That's falling off. Find where you're at. And in either scenario, if I am hanging on, at least give yourself the opportunity to be proud of yourself for hanging on and not giving up. And then identify what you have to do to keep climbing that rope to get back into the wagon. And if you're the person that fell off, hey, it's easier to stay up than it is to catch up. So you have a little bit of extra work to do, but what's it going to take for you to get back in the game again? There are two different scenarios there, folks. And for all of us, you might look at it and go, wow, I really fell off here, but I'm hanging on here. I really fell off here, but I'm hanging on here. And in this scenario, that's okay. I'm here to tell you it's okay. What's not okay is to let the wagon keep going and get further and further away from you, because every time it gets further away from you, you're getting further away from having it all in your life. So roll up your sleeves and get to work on this exercise right now. Don't wait. Don't delay. Get to work on it right now. That's all I've got for you here today. Hey, if you haven't already, head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, subscribe, rate, and or review this podcast, and please share it with friends, family, coworkers that you think can benefit from this message every day, Monday through Friday. Also, if you haven't already, head on over to commitandgo.com. That is where you're going to get information. Go ahead and just type in your name, your information, your email address. Type in that information. You're going to get a free gap map protocol and video that's going to show you how to basically recognize the obstacles on the journey of getting from where you are to where it is that you want to go. And it allows you to keep touch with yours truly, Dr. Troy Dukowitz. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big actions to create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.